Most people believe that memory is something you're born with. You either have a good memory or you don't. So when they forget what they study, they blame themselves. They say things like, I'm just bad at remembering. I'm not smart enough. But here's the truth no one tells you. Your brain is not designed to remember everything. It's designed to forget. Yeah, forgetting is actually a feature, not a flaw. Your brain is constantly filtering information to protect you from overload. Think about it. Every day you see hundreds of faces, hear thousands of words, and experience endless details. If your brain remembered all of it, you'd be overwhelmed. So instead, it deletes what it thinks is not important. And here's the problem. When you study the normal way, your brain thinks it's not important. Reading your notes, highlighting lines, watching videos passively, all of that feels productive. But to your brain, it's just noise. That's why you forget everything the next day. So how do top students beat this system? Simple. They stop feeding their brain information and start challenging it. There's a powerful technique called active recall, and it changes everything. Instead of reading something again and again, you close your notes and force yourself to remember. At first, it feels uncomfortable. Your mind goes blank. You struggle. You feel like you don't know anything. But that struggle, that's exactly what builds memory. Because every time you try to pull information out of your brain, you strengthen the connection. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Let me give you a simple example. Instead of reading a page 3 times, read it once, then close it, and ask yourself, what were the main ideas? Even if you only remember 30%, that's fine. Now go back, check what you missed, and repeat. That one method alone is more powerful than hours of rereading, but here's where most people still fail. Timing. There's something called the forgetting curve, and it shows something shocking. Within 24 hours, you forget up to 70% of what you learned, not because you're bad at studying, but because your brain didn't get a signal that the information matters. So how do you send that signal? You review it. At the right time, not immediately, and not after you've forgotten everything. This is called spaced repetition. Instead of studying something once, you revisit it in intervals. Day 1, day 3, day 7, day 14. And every time you come back to it, you use active recall again. Now something interesting happens. Your brain starts thinking, wait, this information keeps coming back. It must be important. So instead of deleting it, it stores it long term, and this is exactly how top students study. Not longer, just smarter. But there's one habit that destroys all of this instantly: cramming, studying everything the night before the test. It feels intense, it feels productive, it even works sometimes. But here's the truth: cramming is short term survival, not long term learning. When you cram, your brain doesn't have time to build strong connections, so the information stays in your short-term memory just long enough to pass the test. Then, it disappears. That's why you've probably had this experience. You study hard, you pass the exam, and a week later, you barely remember anything. That's not failure, that's bad strategy. So if you want to actually remember everything you study, follow this simple system. Step 1. Learn the concept once. Step 2. Close everything and test yourself. Step 3. Repeat over time using spaced repetition. Not read, highlight, forget. And here's the part most people don't realize. The students who seem naturally smart, they're not using magic. They're just using this system. They've trained their brain to hold on to information, while everyone else is unknowingly training their brain to forget. So if you've ever felt like, no matter how much I study, I forget everything, now you know why. And more importantly, now you know how to fix it. Because success in learning is not about how hard you work, it's about how your brain works.